Hi, my name is Leslie Caromile. I'm currently assistant professor at the University of Connecticut Health Center in Farmington, and I'm in the Center for Vascular Biology, and I'm currently studying prostate cancer. In specific, I'm studying prostate-specific membrane antigen, or PSMA, and its role in metastasis. Okay. So as you can see from this slide, there is a huge disparity in cancer incidence and mortality rates. As you can see here, about 1.1 million men worldwide were diagnosed with prostate cancer in Western countries. However, the death rates in third world countries were extraordinarily high as compared to the Western countries, as you can see. So this indicates a huge disparity. A disparity in detection and treatment. So this is part of my research, and it is important really to detect things like prostate cancer early, because if you do, it basically so you could further understand mechanisms of what is going on in prostate cancer. Okay, so this is the protein I study. It's called prostate-specific membrane antigen, and as you can see here, it is a single-pass transmembrane peptidase. It's quite large. It has an extracellular domain and a really tiny cytoplasmic domain. It's very low in like normal basal levels in the brain and kidney and salivary glands and the lung and in the prostate. However, it is increased in prostate cancer, and it's increased quite high. And so, when it's increased, it actually correlates negatively with prostate cancer prognosis. So about 80% of adenocarcinomas are prostate cancer positive. And it has been used as a biomarker in the past, and it currently is being used as a biomarker and a drug target. And it still is very relevant in the clinic. I mean, there's 31 clinical trials ongoing. Some are recruiting, some are done, but no one really knows what PSMA does. So that is my studies. What does PSMA do in prostate cancer? So this is how we approach it. So what is PSMA's function in prostate cancer? We have several mouse models. We have a TRAMP model that is crossed with a PSMA knockout. We have cell tissues. We have cells, prostate cancer cells, human prostate cancer cells, mouse prostate cancer cells, human tissue. We do proteomics and data mining. So just a little bit of my data. So what we actually observed in these mice was that there was a huge discrepancy in the size of these prostate tumors when comparing the wild-type PSMA knockout TRAMP model to the knockout prostate cancer TRAMP model. They were a lot bigger in the wild-type as compared to the knockout. We also show that the TRAMP PSMA wild-type mice advanced to this prostate cancer phenotype more rapidly than the null mouse. And additionally, the PSA wild-type tumor cells escaped apoptosis. So, through some signal transduction pathway analysis, what we found was that when PSMA is present, it interacts with the IGF receptor and beta-1 integrin, leading to activation of the AKT pathway and enhanced proliferation, growth, and survival. Whereas when PSMA is not there, this interaction between these do not occur, and it goes through the GRB pathway, and we're getting delayed proliferation, growth, and survival at this point. So this was all validated through siRNA of mouse cells. We validated it in human cell lines. We also looked at data mining, patient analysis, and so forth. So what's the significance of this? Well, this gives us a starting point for where we can go with what PSMA is doing in prostate cancer. And so we'll be looking further at metastasis and the PSMA androgen relationship, as well as endocytic machinery that is involved with PSMA, and mathematical modeling as well. So this concludes. These are a lot of the funding agencies that have helped me get to where I am. I currently have an NIH NCI K01, and I'd like to thank Keystone for giving me this opportunity.
The susceptibility of the PSMA knockdown versus non-knockdown for therapy, because one would argue that you're more rapidly proliferating in the PSMA positive, and that would make the tumor more susceptible to chemotherapy and other agents. Have you looked into that?
We haven't looked at therapy right now. We have one drug called 2-PMPA that actually, it blocks the enzymatic portion of PSMA. But therapy, not yet. We just aren't at that point yet.